Welcome back to another episode of Inword News. It's your boy Dre, and starting off rough, getting better later in the show, but we're gonna start off real rough. Just bear with me. The former Boston Police Union president pleaded guilty to child rape. Apparently, it was 6 children over 27 years. I feel like that's just what they could pin on, because 27 years. If you're raping children, I'm supposed to think you stopped at 6 children over 27 years. Think about that, y'all. If you were a thief and you was robbing people for 27 years, do you think you'd only stop at 6 times? At some point, you get cocky and just do what you want. Yeah, he was also the Boston Police Union president. So who knows what other crimes he helped other cops get off of. Cover-ups, all kinds of stowaways and whatnot. 6 kids over 27 years. Lock this guy up. Oh, then he was getting arrested, covering his face. They don't need, sir. Boston Police Union president. We can look you up. We'll need to see your face. A 16-year-old wearing a neck brace is back at it again carjacking. Apparently, it was in the pursuit Wednesday, and the police dash cam was, watching the car as they're chasing it, and then the dude hops out with a neck brace on and just takes off on foot. Apparently, he does this a lot because I think he got caught 2 other times. So they're sending him to, behavioral health facility to see, brother, what's wrong with you? Why do you keep carjacking? You have a neck brace. What I want to know is, did he get the neck brace from the last carjacking, or is that a completely unrelated issue? Dude, I'm not doing any crimes with a neck brace where I might have to run and cops tackle people. Maybe the neck brace was because he thought they wouldn't tackle him if he was wearing a neck brace. That's next level thinking. Also, don't get caught. So America left behind more than just trauma in Afghanistan. We know they left the equipment, but apparently there's more than we thought. There's $18.6 billion worth of equipment. $18.6 billion. They left over 300,000 weapons, 10,000 air-to-ground missiles, night vision equipment, and probably a whole bunch of other stuff. Being a veteran, I know how important it is to do item checks and stuff like that. If you lose something over there, they will put you on hold for everything until you find it. I've heard of stories of people having to, rape the desert because they left a scope from a sniper, or somebody lost their night vision goggles and they had to hey, we're gonna find these. And we ain't gonna stop until we find it. Somebody left the barrel off one of the crew-assisted guns. You gotta find those. So for them to leave 300,000 weapons, 10,000 air-to-ground missiles, night vision equipment, $18.6 billion. Could be me is all I'm saying. A woman in Hawaii is suing her landlord for trespassing on her home. According to her security footage, she caught the man taking her stuff, doing drugs in her kitchen, and in her living room. The police never wanted to investigate initially, and their excuse was because of, the type of lease she had. It was he had rights to be in her home or something. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. But after the video proof and a bunch of other lawyers questioning them, they all of a sudden have a change of heart and they're going to start investigating. Dude, imagine checking your security camera and you see somebody that is not you or your family members just in your living room. Hold for all the furniture has to go. Everything, because I don't know what you've done that I didn't see. Yeah, so not only give me, one, not only get me out of this home, two, you're going to pay for everything. You're going to refurnish my entire home, my new home. Because no. A Florida man is getting set free after 30 years behind bars. Apparently his stepdaughter identified him as a killer. There was no fingerprints, DNA, or any of that evidence to say it was this man. But since an 11-year-old child identified him, they locked him up and they touched the case in all these years. Now, they're saying they went off an 11-year-old child, but in the grand scheme of things, they went off an eyewitness. The issue is, what did the 11-year-old see? Like, what was the full aspect of it for them to do the 11-year-old? And also, did the 11-year-old hate the man? Did she just find this as an easy way to get the father out of the home? Like, did she not like him? Because it's his stepdaughter. So it's not his kid. And then if she lied, like, did it take her 30 years to realize, man, I lied. I really ruined this guy's life. I should probably say something. But I mean, he was 11, so it's not like it would hurt you. A lot of gray area. But shout out to this man for getting free. After 30 years. Like, that's damn near a full life sentence. But freedom is freedom. Fuck, 30 years of your life gone because of an 11-year-old? Whew. But yeah, apparently the 11-year-old, now I'm assuming 41, said that, I was mistaken, I was wrong, I recanted my statement, so they let him out. TikTok, it's the new top dog in the game right now. They've been passing up all the other apps to download between January and April. It was downloaded 175 million times. It also has, over 3.5 billion downloads since last year. Or not since last year alone. Just last year was 3.5 billion. It's the only big time app right now that's not owned by Mark Zuckerberg, Meta, Facebook, WhatsApp, all them. So, shout out to them. Also, I just recently found out, I think they surpassed Google as the top search engine. So I guess people are searching through TikTok for how-tos and what to do versus YouTube and Google at this point. But them TikToks to be educational, but a lot of times they just be spewing bullshit. So Jack in the Box is replacing their workforce with robots. They said you humans can't handle food right. So they dropped some robots off in San Diego to cook the meals. They claim it's for staffing shortages. But if it's the cover up for humans not working, why have we been working on robot labor way before this point? Y'all can say what y'all want, oh, it's just to help, replenish the workforce, but people have been working on serving robots for years. So it's had nothing to do with the worker shortages. Y'all just want to replace humans. That's people y'all gotta pay. You pay one man, maybe 1 to 3 people, let's say $110,000 a year to fix y'all's robots versus paying, 200 people, however much you pay them to work there. Yeah, I get that. You ain't gotta pay the robots, you just gotta pay the people to fix them. So having 2 to 3 technicians on hand, if that, not one for the all hiring segment. Angie's Pasta is, I just met Angie at Q's Baby Shower. She's cool people. But she sells pasta in a jar. All kinds of pasta in a jar. It looked like the fancy pasta, so if you're thinking spaghetti and macaroni and cheese, actual pasta, linguine, a peony. That's it, that's all I know. Also, she's black, so the Italian accent was unnecessary. Yeah, she sells pasta. I'm gonna get me some just because, if it's food and it's close by, I'm gonna try it out because I'm just that type of nigga. Style by Tyra is a personal shopper and stylist up in, I think, New York right now. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the difference between a personal stylist and a shopper. Or a stylist and a personal shopper. A stylist is the one who styles you. She, or she or he, this is how you're gonna look, this is what you're gonna wear, this is what you're gonna do, this is, blah, blah. Put it like this, layer it like this, cool. A personal shopper is somebody that you say you need something, they gonna get it. Like, hey, I ordered this, and this to the store, this, and this to the store. Go pick it up for me, here's my card. They go and get it for you. There's also some where it's like, hey, I need a red jacket for tonight. You go and buy a bunch of red jackets. You bring them back and go, here. They pick the one they want. You take the rest, return it. This is usually more common in places like New York and LA where there's more celebrities, because I don't think they would have something like this in Wyoming because, well, you're just buying a bunch of stuff and returning it. No, what are you doing with these clothes? Are you doing it for a movie set? Is that what you're doing? So, yeah, so you don't see really too many personal shoppers outside of like big areas like that. Maybe Atlanta and Dallas and Houston. The big spots. But yeah, so she does both. She's a personal shopper and stylist, so that explanation was not necessary. Tiara Salon is I don't want to say a rugger, but she makes custom rugs. She currently has one for $706 if you're from Columbus, Georgia. You get some of those off offer. It looks like the 76 logo. You got a little zero in the middle. Really dope. I'm sure she does more customs, different types. Just make sure you give her enough time. Like I said, if you order custom pieces from people, do not bother them. Do not constantly hit them up. When's it gonna be done? 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 Unless you start seeing them like crank out other people's orders, they're like, I'm a little sketchy. But this is rug. Like, she's making it by hand, an entire rug. And people don't know this, but rugs and carpet go for like $400, $500. So shut up, let her work. Cool. Now we can move on. LTE Studio is it's like Airbnb for recording. Dion Black and company, sorry, I don't know the rest of his name. He has his own studio or multiple studio spaces where you can come and record stuff. He has a working kitchen, bedrooms, offices, living rooms, generic empty spaces for you to put whatever you need in there, photo shoot areas, all that. So if you're in the LA area or in the California area, he has multiple locations. He has like 3 different locations. Yeah, you can go record some stuff there. One of the people that just used his studio, I don't know if they got nominated for an award or they just won an award. But either way, shout out to him. So he has some nice stuff. It's an award-winning space or award-nominated space. So go ahead, get at Dion, get at LT Studios, record some stuff. Invite me out to help produce. I produce things. What's your budget? Come on. That's it for this week. See you guys next week.